you all believe that there's truly safe spaces for men? If so, what does that look like? What does that entail?
And if you were to cry, that was like the ultimate sin. Like you could be hurt, you could be bothered,
Right.
but you better not cry.
Yeah,
Like don't cry about whatever. So it's like, dang, are we becoming more soft because we're doing this, or are we just finally like, look, I don't care what I need to happen for me to be free. I just care about being free.
Should men be saving our safe space conversations just to put them on podcasts?
Life is a DIY project. You can get all the tools, but you still got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can go to Lowe's and buy all the power tools in that motherfucker. If you don't know how to use it, how to plug it up, the context of putting it together.
Yeah.
So life is truly a DIY project.
When you're younger, ADHD works for you because you're doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
But we're at a point in our age right now that doing a whole bunch of stuff doesn't serve us.
Yo, welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex. The podcast with men that have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast with men that have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex.
I got you.
So,
We recording this playing Candy Crush.
are you playing Candy Crush for real?
Oh, we was recording for real? I thought you was just talking.
I didn't clap
This
the
nigga
thing.
Oh, my bad. I thought you was just talking. My bad, bro.
We just trying to pod. Don't
Well,
worry
Yeah,
about
my
it.
bad.
You got
my
a high
bad.
score.
We just
was
trying to
rolling.
pod. Don't worry about it.
I ain't know. My bad. My bad. I really didn't know.
It's cool.
You was talking about Martinsville and Starbucks. I didn't,
it's cool.
Hey, my bad.
It's
my
fine.
bad,
I
my
was
bad.
trying to give Lace the benefit of the doubt. I thought he was taking care of some business, so I was like,
No, I was not.
I know, and then I looked over. And
I ain't know. My
yeah,
bad.
it's cool.
That's all.
My
It's
bad.
all good.
My
You
bad.
need your shades? Oh, you got them. You got.
I'm good. I'm
Oh,
Oh,
good.
you're not gonna do shades this
I'm
episode?
good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
All
Okay.
right. Introspective.
You didn't do shades on
I did.
another one
I
of us.
did. I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. I did.
I got
He
you.
did.
I did. I did.
He wanted people to be able to see what he was saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can't look. Missed a couple episodes. Come back a new person.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we out here. We out here. Locked in.
Hey man, what's going on? It's your boy Melly Mel, aka Melly Badass, aka Meek Mel, aka your favorite truth teller, aka if you don't want to know,
Don't ask me. It's your boy T. Roy, your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got something you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
What it do though? It's your boy Dr. Life Coach Lace, aka NBA Old Boy, aka I'm him, aka Mr. Big Shot, aka the Menace, no relation to Dennis. Let's get it.
Before we jump into things today, hey, make sure y'all go like and subscribe our Facebook page. Hey, we popping on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We are popping on Facebook. We are not getting any algorithm movement on Instagram and TikTok and all that type of stuff, but Facebook is showing us some love. I
Yeah.
don't know how it's doing it, but it's doing it.
We'll take the book.
But go follow us on the book. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on TikTok. But we really want you all to migrate towards our YouTube. If you are just a listener and you're listening to audio, we continue to listen to audio. But if you do have a YouTube account, go to YouTube. Just hit subscribe.
Just subscribe.
You don't even have to come back no more. You know what I'm saying? Just hit subscribe just so we can get to we on the verge of cracking a new milestone for us as a podcast, and so we want you to be a part of it in that way. So make sure you go do
Click
that
the
thing.
button.
Click
Hey, man.
the button.
Troy gonna sell it. I'm just gonna ask you, subscribe.
Right.
Troy trying to sell it. Hey man, hey, subscribe. Hit the button. Do it before the end of the episode. Do it right now, actually. It's right there.
Yeah,
hit
you
the
watch it. Just hit the
button.
button, man.
Hit the button because
Just hit the button.
and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Melvin dresses up for y'all.
I do.
Yes.
Melvin dresses
He
up
does.
for y'all. Every single episode we do, Melvin has to make sure that he dresses to the T.
Mm-hmm.
And he even said, he's like, hey man, I didn't bring an extra pair of shoes today to change. You're not gonna show my shoes in the shot. No, Mel, I'm not. So
It's all right.
it's okay,
Golly.
bro. It's okay. They show up for us, not necessarily what we wearing.
Okay, yeah. It's
When
not
he
about
came
what
in here
we're
today with a
wearing.
wagon full of clothes, I said, yo,
A legit
I did not
wagon.
have
legit
I did
wagon.
not have. I don't have a wagon full of clothes. I have a wagon full of stuff that we need to record, and I just
want
happen to
nothing
sit
in
my
there we
clothes.
need other than
I just had to sit my clothes on top of it.
He did
I
bring a
couldn't
fan.
carry all that stuff up here.
He did bring a fan.
Fat
which I
Boy Troy
appreciate
need a
that.
fan and everything else that I got in the bin in the wet quote unquote wagon.
He brought a stand, a fan, 32
I bought
pair
a
of
bunch
shoes.
of different. I bought some different stuff. Just because y'all wear the same drawers 2 days in a row,
First of all-
don't say nothing to me.
First of all-
don't
And
say
that's-
nothing to me.
and-
And see, I ain't never been picked on for changing clothes. I ain't never been picked
It's
on
not
for
about
for,
the changing
for
clothes, 'cause we
for having
change clothes.
No, you ain't
Yeah,
changing
we
clothes.
do
You-
change
we
clothes.
change
You
clothes.
change shirts.
That's changing clothes.
You change shirts. I changed my clothes. We in the studio, we recording, we get animated, it get hot in here, people be sweating, all type of stuff. It's fine if y'all want to keep y'all. It's fine if y'all want to keep y'all clothes. Keep y'all clothes, but don't be making fun of me because I'm changing clothes. I like to say, see, that's the difference between us.
Mm.
That's it. I'm so far.
Enlighten
I'm
me.
so far ahead.
Here we
Okay,
go.
because I never.
Here we
You
go.
never know where you gonna land when you're on the internet. We be on the internet. These videos are on
That-
the internet.
that
People
is-
gonna clip these. People take our
And
videos.
that's
they
all
put-
well and
they-
good.
Okay, so when people put me somewhere where I may not even know I'm gonna land, I'm gonna be to the T's. They not gonna catch me off guard. If y'all wanna look how y'all wanna look, that's cool. But they not gonna catch me off guard. I'm gonna be to the T. And I care about my listeners. I care about the audience. So I make sure I'm presentable for them too. I don't just show up lazy and half-assed.
At the expense of us, though, because
What?
it take you 30 minutes.
It don't take me 30 minutes.
It
It
take
do.
you 30.
It don't take me 30
This
minutes.
cat, he pull out his shirt, got to shake that a couple times. Got to shake that. Look at the hat. All right, I don't. This color
Right.
don't necessarily-
32 hats, 47
The
pair of
hat,
shoes.
the hat is my staple. I wear hats. That's what I do. Even when I'm not here, I wear hats. I always got a hat on. That's my
Oh
thing,
my
nigga. I wear
God.
hats. So I bring options. You never know what you might
And
want to
then
do.
not after you done shook your shirt out, you got to look at your hat. Then you got to look in the mirror for 6 minutes. All right, you
Right.
look good.
I don't look in the mirror for 6
All of that.
So I make
all
it.
this
so
in
I
a
just,
wagon.
I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear on the conversation, and maybe the listeners will hear something different that I'm hearing. So I just want to clarify. I'm being picked on right now for.
Oh my
I
god!
just want to know. I'm being picked on right now for getting prepared, or what am I being?
No,
picked
you getting
on for
picked
right now?
on because it's extra. You're doing
It's not
too
extra.
much.
How am I doing too much by just getting dressed?
You're not just getting dressed. What I'm saying is to show up and have 17 pair of shoes, 32 hats, 7 shirts, 10 hoodies,
10 hoodies.
in an alligator bag, being drugged by a wagon. That's a lot. I'm just saying, that's a lot.
First of all, I never know how the camera angle may sit. So you don't know if your shoes are going to be in the shot or different things like that. So I don't want to be uncoordinated, improper.
good,
if that's
man.
not how I would
All
present
good.
myself. Don't
It's
don't
all
make
good.
me,
I'm
don't
not-
try to make me.
I'm
what
not
you,
coming
what
for
you
you,
have told us,
Don't
though,
try to make me feel
what
bad
you
for
have
doing it.
told us, though, and I will give you this to your credit. You have told us, you have shown us that to be presentable takes time.
It's not even that it
we-
takes time.
and we should take out that time to make sure that we are presentable, because unfortunately we live in a society nowadays, they're not willing to hear what you have to say until they actually can look at you and say, I can respect what this person has to say.
I just think that it's interesting that y'all think that I'm being extra by getting presentable when both of you two care more about your public perception than me.
I don't
So
know
would
if I
think
agree
that
with
you,
that.
I would think that you all would care
Oh, that's
more about
actually-
your.
that's actually
I,
good.
I
That's-
actually would
that's
think
a
that
good
you
point.
two would care more about your outward appearance and how you're presenting.
I look
on-
good in anything I
cam-
put on, so I
on
don't need to
camera-
care about outside
on
appearance.
camera to others than me. But in most of these instances, I'm the one that's usually like, well, I'm gonna make sure I'm presentable, and
Well-
y'all are like, nigga,
Well,
I'm
the
just gonna throw
difference
on what I want to throw on.
is the difference.
I know what
is,
he's about to say.
What I'm about to say.
Go ahead. I know what you're
No,
gonna
what I'm
say.
about to say.
Go ahead. I know what you're
What
gonna say.
am I about to say?
I'm
What am I
gonna look
saying?
good, and no matter what I put on,
I already
my
said
clothes,
that,
I know,
so,
but that's
I mean,
that's your
I already
attitude.
said that.
That's your attitude.
I already said that. It don't take me 45 minutes to know I look
It don't
good.
take me
nigga.
45 minutes either.
So yeah, I can throw this on. I look good. I look good.
Okay.
Period.
Bro, I was talking. That made me remember something. I was talking to Mel one day, and I was trying to explain something to him. Mel told me what I was thinking before I could tell him what he was thinking.
Right.
And I wasn't even thinking what he told me I was thinking. I said, Mel,
Sound about
let
right.
me get it out first
Okay.
Yeah.
before you disagree with me.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you get it out first.
Let me
it's all
get it
good.
out first.
So what were you gonna say?
I just said what I was gonna say.
That you look good in anything you put on?
No, I had already said that. What I'm saying.
What were you
is-
about to say the second time?
The second time, as
Mhm.
far as from your statement,
Yeah.
as far as making time count, it may take you longer, it may take me shorter, because I do care about how I look. It just doesn't take me as long because I know that I look good. And
It
whatever
doesn't take
I put
you as
on.
long because you're just changing your shirt and you're wearing your 2-day-old
I'm just-
drawers, and I'm
first of
actually
all-
changing my outfit.
Here's the thing.
That's why it doesn't take as long. I'm changing my clothes.
First of all, we're gonna keep it all the way a buck.
Yeah.
We in here at the same time. All you doing is you not changing your drawers. So what are we talking about?
I just changing my clothes.
Yeah, okay.
You don't know where you're gonna end up on when you're on the internet, bro. That's what I be
And
saying.
I
You
understand
you
that.
don't know where you're gonna end up.
understand
So
that.
then I be trying to make sure that I'm on point.
Anyway, what y'all? What are we talking about today?
Yeah, on point as always.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be talking about my wagon.
The wagon
Or
you
my
dragging.
clothes. That's the name of the episode. The wagon you
The
drag.
wagon you
The
dragging.
wagon you dragging. That's the name of the episode. What are we talking about today?
What are we talking?
I think
about?
we're supposed to be talking about safe spaces. I think that's what we said we were going to talk
We
about.
did say we was going to talk about safe spaces.
All right, I can give context. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we talk about, oftentimes we talk about safe spaces for men. What does that look like? Are there really any true safe spaces, et cetera? So the concept came to mind. I forget the situation specifically because we talked about it a couple weeks ago as far as bringing it to the pod. But I just want to pose the question, and I think we can build off of it. Do you all believe that there's truly safe spaces for men? If so, what does that look like? What does that entail? And if there are safe spaces, do we put too much emphasis on having to have one to feel as though we're being heard and or seen, respected?
Now, what is it? A certain context in which we're talking about the safe space? Like, are we talking about in society? We talking about at home in relationship? What?
It could be at home, in church, in the world, whatever you see, wherever you may feel as though you have a safe space.
Mhm.
And if you don't, what would you need to have a safe space? So what does that look like?
You know what? Now I remember the context of what we was talking about safe spaces, because I think me and Mel was going back and forth on this. The context was being in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and our significant others feeling as though they can talk about stuff that we may not necessarily care about. And we're not tapped in. But the time that we are tapped in to talk about certain things, they tap out.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then
Okay.
it's not a safe space
Right.
to be able to and creating safe spaces not only for us to talk, but creating safe spaces for them to
other
talk.
people.
So why don't you feel safe
Right.
when we are having the tough conversations, but you feel safe when we're having the conversations that don't necessarily mean anything?
Right.
Right.
Got you.
So we could talk about both because
Yeah.
I like that angle too that you
Mhm.
that you had. So I don't know which one we want to start with. Do we want to
Let's
start
go with Lace
We
first.
go with laces first, and then we can move on to relationships. As far as like male safe space type stuff, I think that we're starting to create them.
Mm.
I think that society is becoming, the men in society, I'm not going to say society, I feel like men of today are becoming more aware that they don't have as many resources, they don't have as many spaces to be able to actually talk about the stuff that's meaningful, that they want to talk about, the things that they need to deal with. And as a result of our awareness, I think we're starting to create those spaces for one another, in spaces that didn't exist before. Like even this pod, like us starting this pod for like male safe space type stuff, just having the awareness, like, all right, there's stuff that we need to talk about, things that we need to deal with, irons that we need to sharpen and stuff like that. So this is a way for us to do that. So no, I don't think that there is enough. We know that there's just not a lot of tangible resources for men in general when we're talking about society as it relates to just us, financial, mental, like all those different type of things. It's never really been a key point of focus for us, especially black men in general. So I think that there's a lot of safe spaces for us? No, I don't think that there is. I think that we're starting to build them, which is great. We're creating it. We're starting a path, charting it, however that may look for us. And it's happening all over the place. Just even me watching social media recently, just like the amount of podcasts where it seems like men are becoming more visually emotional. The amount of clips, like even me, recent episode was brought to tears having a conversation, with you. And then, I was feeling not down or weak about that, but just like, dang, that was like an emotional moment. Then I get on social and then I see clips of Kurt Franklin talking to Lou Young and him speaking into Lou Young, and then Lou starts crying, and I scroll up a little bit more. Kev on stage pops up, and I see him talking to B. Simone,
Simone
and he's
about his
crying and
brother.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
his, his brother and his wife, and then I scroll up one more time, and then I see Ryan Clark and them having a conversation with Steve Harvey, and they on there,
Mhm.
crying and talking and this. So I'm like, the thing that I was feeling bad about, I'm like, dang, it's happening to everybody. Like,
Yeah,
we starting to have that, realization. And that my first thought when I was thinking that was like, dang, are men becoming more soft, or are we just becoming more aware of our situation?
Mhm.
Because back, especially like crying, if you were to cry, that was like the ultimate sin. Like you could be hurt, you could be bothered,
Right.
but you better not cry.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
don't cry about whatever. So it's like, dang, are we becoming more soft because we're doing this, or are we just finally like, look, I don't care what I need to happen for me to be free. I just care about being free. I
Yeah.
care
Yeah,
about
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, getting out. So when we talk about like safe space stuff, no, I don't think so. But as far as like what I'm gonna say for me, like what a safe space would look like in most cases, my only expectation for a safe space is just being able to get it out. Like just
Yeah.
be able to like talk about it. It's not necessarily that I'm always looking for a response, but I would just say just someone being willing to listen to me, vent or complain or, fuss about how someone wrote on my Starbucks cup or something like that. Like those are, you know what I'm saying? Like to me,
Yeah.
that is, safe space. When we talk about that for other people, what I've heard is maybe an area where they feel like they could share something without receiving judgment or
Mhm.
shame or guilt or about what it is that
Mhm.
they're sharing. So if I can tell you something and you not throw it back in my face,
Sure.
or I could tell you something, or you don't come to rash judgment or try to tell you what you're thinking before you get to finish it, or, you know what I'm saying, or
Mhm.
something like that. So I think some of those things are what could be considered making a safe space. But for me, it's really just like, hey, if you're willing to listen to me for a little while, to me, I'm like, all right, I feel like this is a safe space for me.
Yo, can I play devil's advocate real quick?
Yeah.
We have a podcast.
Mhm.
I love our podcast. I would do this joint for free. I technically am,
Mhm.
but I would do this podcast for free because I just love everything about it. Should men be saving our safe space conversations just to put them on podcasts? Because you mentioned all those people that you just mentioned, with the exception of few people, because I know some of those people actually do have private conversations, and you get on a podcast and somebody asks you that one question and you didn't think about it, or it brings up something. Oh,
Mhm.
just like when we talked about home not being home, you never thought about it until in that moment. But me and you, we have conversations outside of here.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm curious for some of these for some men who wait to have these conversations, and it makes it seem like, I don't want to say it diminishes the value of it because you're making it for
Content sake.
content and for consumption and things like that, for other people's consumption. But I'm like, are you not having those conversations behind closed door to help you grow? Like, for instance, a couple weeks ago, I'm pretty sure y'all saw clips of Cam talking to a homeboy who got the big
Mhm.
Jason
big
Wilson.
white beard,
Mhm.
and Cam was saying stuff out loud, and homeboy was like correcting him, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that was a great moment.
Mhm.
That was a great moment. But I'm like, Cam, do you have those conversations like off cam, so that you don't present yourself on cam as being a person who is completely aloof of actually what you're saying?
Mhm.
Even when Nick Cannon a couple weeks ago, they was like, hey, do you regret having them 12 kids? He was like,
And now he finally saying he couldn't say yes.
right. He can't say
know-
yes because they're here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, had you had a conversation? Now, Nick, I'm glad you
But
had
he
your
had
kids.
plenty of conversations.
Yes, but did you have the conversation that needed to be had behind closed doors with these women, with your boys, even, to maybe you would have made different decisions?
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? So while I feel as though men are having the safe space, are we just doing it for the sake that we have cameras?
Mhm.
I would say no. I think sometimes, because the conversations that we have in our setup, we would have this anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think we it's not like we save it or lock in that way. But I think too, in conversation with other people who have different mindsets and philosophies and also life experiences, you have instant revelation through conversation.
Yeah.
So like even using Cam and Nick, for example, we could say on the outside looking in, bro, you know you shouldn't have had all them kids. Like, stop playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the moment that he was in it, he didn't have that revelation.
Mhm.
But now he's come to revelate, well, I did a lot of this because I was hurt.
Mhm.
And being able to openly admit that means something. So I think having a space to do that, whether it is on camera, off camera, whatever, a revelation is a revelation.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you wake up in the middle of the night and have it,
Yeah.
or whether you having conversation with folks. But I think also the other piece too is to consider the fact that we're having conversations that other people may not have space to have them and still help move the needle forward in their individual progress and self-identity and growth, et cetera. So I think that all of it can be actual factual.
Why you shake your head when you talk about the?
I was
Nick
trying to
Cannon
be graceful. You know, we were just talking about not judging people and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I was trying to be graceful in that whole he had a revelation thing, because he had plenty of conversations with people, wholehearted ones, like people that he's close to that taught him, you know, like on camera
Mhm.
before he started, when they saw the path that he was going down, you know, having that conversation, authentic conversation with him. And I don't think that they waited for the camera. I think other people close to him said the same thing,
Mhm.
you know, to him
I
outside
got a
of that.
word. Hey,
And
hey.
he,
I got a word.
Save the word. Get the word there.
He, you know, still chose to do what he wanted to do because at the time his mindset was, I can afford it.
Mhm.
That's what he just kept telling me. I can afford it. I got the money. I can
Mhm.
I could do it. So you didn't. I'm not gonna say he didn't, but I was. Reason I refrained from saying what I was gonna say out loud. I'm only saying it because you asked me.
Mhm.
Is because I just felt like that was the scapegoat to answer for what he's done now, by saying I came to this revelation. I matured. I realized,
Mhm.
so that no one can continue to demean my decisions or make me feel guilty about the choices and decisions that I made. You knew a long time ago that wasn't the best thing for you to do. Plenty of people gave you wise counsel saying like, oh, I was hurt, blah, blah, blah. Because if that was something that you were dealing with, you could have said that maybe in my grief and understanding my condition, or, you know, which he's alluded to before, like as a result of my condition, I don't believe I'm going to be here that long. So I want to extend my legacy by having these, you know, children and stuff like that. And I can afford it,
Mhm.
which was always the comeback. So to have that mindset, like, this is what I want to do. I got enough bread. I'm up. I'm going to do what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. And then now that you're in it and you can't keep up with it, you can't manage it. Now you're like, oh, I've had this revelation. So I just think that it's kind of a cop out for him to say, just so that no one can. It's like when people start saying like my truth and my experience.
Mhm.
You say it in a way that no one can combat what you're saying
Because it's mine.
because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
yours. So
Mhm.
and I think that that's how he was framing it, so that no one could have continuous
Mhm.
commentary on his decision making.
Well, at the end of the day, the commentary is on his situation is solely opinion. It could be an opinion can be rooted in wisdom,
Mhm.
but it's still an opinion.
Mhm.
And having a level of knowledge does not mean you have a revelation. Because I can know something. I can know what I'm doing is dumb.
Right.
I can know what I'm doing is not going to end well. I can know all of these things, but that's not a revelation in how I should be moving differently.
Yeah.
So that's why I say having a revelation around something and having a knowledge or awareness of it are two different things.
Mhm.
And I think that is monumental. I mean, we see that all throughout within our faith-based community. A lot of people had knowledge of something, but they didn't have a revelation until.
Yeah.
So that's what I would add to
That's a
that.
solid statement.
Was that your?
Hey, thank you, Holy Ghost. Shando Ikaba Haya.
That was a solid
Y'all
statement.
playing.
That's a solid statement.
But I question that, you know, sometimes, like, who are the people around you that you have to, you know, bring somebody in, pay somebody to come on your podcast to have a deep conversation?
Mhm.
Like, who is in your circle that you can actually have a safe space? Two ways. One, you can say what you want to say, and then they can also reply back without feeling though they have to be yes men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have any yes men. Y'all are quick to tell me no.
Right. But I think too, some people even in that have to, from one, hearing it from a different voice makes sense, but also a different level of wisdom, right? So I would veer to say most people in these people's circles are benefiting from them in some capacity.
Right,
I don't know
right.
Cam's circle, I don't know,
Yeah.
but just from outside looking in, I would assume those folks benefit from where he has his trajectory has taken him.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't need anything from you, I'm just chopping it up with you man to man
Mhm.
and using my lived experience and the wisdom that I have gained, I'm just passing that on to you.
Yeah.
Now, how you use that is up to you, and it can come off as, well, why ain't somebody talking to him about this in the back? I'm sure there have been conversations around it. It just hits different when, for one, the gentleman is older.
Right.
He has a different lens on aspects of life. Granted, he never played in the league and never, but I know some of the sports analogies that he made brought context where even Cam and anybody else outside can understand. I think because one of the things that he was talking about was when they was in the Super Bowl, he didn't dive on the ball, and he was like, outside looking in, we can see and wonder why you didn't dive on the ball. Only you know why you didn't dive on the ball. So that kind of retrospection and self-awareness, I think, brings forth different lens of revelation.
Yeah. Because I think about, and I hate to keep using people as an example, but I mean, that's just what it is. Like, I'm even looking at the stuff with Young Thug.
Whoop-de-doo.
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 But not the whoop-de-doo joint. Just not so recent. Just so recently, he was saying how, Mel's celebrity crush, Mariah the Sciences.
Shout out to Mariah the Scientist. We thank you for taking a picture with my boy when he was begging in the airport. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. You know what I mean?
We appreciate that. He was saying how her going to a counselor, he feel less than a man. Now
that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. His philosophy is, you just can't do what I tell you to do. Now, first and foremost, you have a misconception of what counselors actually do. Yeah. Counselors don't tell you to do anything.
They don't.
Counselors help you work through situations, give you toolboxes and toolbox and tools in order to, manage situations and things of that nature and stuff like that. But it's like, hey, bruh, I'm glad you feel safe on cam to say that, but like, who is in your counsel that you can feel safe to talk to about? And that's what I want to. That's where I want our safe spaces to go, is in a counsel who is willing to point us in the right direction, give us wisdom, and not allow us to be in our stupidity.
Well, the thing is, being in our stupidity is a part of the journey, so to speak. And I'm going to put it in these terms. Life is a DIY project. You can get all the tools, but you still got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can go to Lowe's and buy all the power tools in that motherfucker. If you don't know how to use it, how to plug it up, the context of putting it together.
Yeah.
So life is truly a DIY project.
Yeah.
But other people can give you the tools to be successful. And that's how I view counseling, seeking wise counsel, having relationships, those kind of things. But at the end of the day, it's a DIY project. You have to apply what is being done. So in his instance, what you gonna say to that? I mean, what would you say to that if he came to you off camera and was like,
I feel like less of a man because my women going to counsel.
That's dumb. That's
dumb.
stupid.
That's probably how you would say
That's
it.
what I'm saying. So then you're not going to bring forth that statement because of the response. So I don't know how, certain
Or
people
you
in
might
that
say
circles.
it anyway.
Right. So, I mean, at the end of the day.
But now I ain't going to hold you. Now I feel bad because I said it was idiotic. I said it was stupid. So maybe he doesn't even feel like it's a safe space to even
That's
talk
my
now.
point.
He does.
And now I just
see,
robbed him of a potential safe space.
Maybe.
Even if it is behind the camera, in front of a camera.
That's where you go again.
Even if it is, I'm glad y'all got these safe spaces.
Whatever that looks like.
Whatever it looks like for you.
And that's the point of giving people the benefit of the doubt that I think. That's what you just did just now. You gave him benefit of the doubt. And I think that there are plenty of people behind the scenes telling him stuff, telling him not to do stuff, telling him not to say stuff. And he's already made up in my mind, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Correct.
There are some people who've already made up in their mind, I'm going to do what I want to do. No matter what you say. And come on, how many times have y'all talked to me? And I know y'all telling me the right stuff. And I look at y'all dead in the eyes and say, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. So there are plenty of people who have safe spaces, or they have real friends that's like, hey, what you doing is crazy. What you talking about is crazy. How you moving is wild. You look crazy. This, what you should be doing. And we look them dead in the eyes and go, I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. So I think that I think, especially listening to the interview, the one that he did with Bank, listening to just some of his comments about what he thinks about Mariah going to counseling, different things like that, is just like, he's already made up in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nobody tell me.
But you also have to realize too, some people are just out of their depth. And I think with that statement, as far as like counseling and stuff like that, anybody who has experienced counseling, knows of counseling, etc., we automatically know that's not what counseling is. He obviously has a wrong perception of what the premise is, what you get out of it, etc. So you out of your depth here.
Yeah, right.
So that is not even necessarily something that, for one, within our space and in our community, that is still taboo in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
But I think also too, he may not have any lived experience to truly understand the premise and what it brings forth to make a statement like that. So for me, you out of your depth. There's nothing for us to really dive into that with that.
And if I can, real quick, I would just say, Young Thug, you know, you might be able to benefit from some counseling.
Oh yeah, we all
could
can.
We are, and I'm not just saying just you. I'm saying we all been through something.
Talk to somebody.
Talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Who is outside of your circle
That has an LPC.
That has
See how we did? See how we did that just now? You see how we did that just now?
Somebody.
That is how people feel like they're out of their depth with counseling because of how we just did it. The
What
way
you
black
mean?
people frame counseling, like go see the lady, go see the lady.
Go talk to somebody.
We frame it as this is nuts.
No.
No, I know that's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
But that's how we as black people, that's how literally we communicate counseling. Like, you're nuts. Go see the lady. Get yourself together.
Right.
So then that's what people have that perception of like what they think counseling is, what they think counseling is
Right,
for,
right.
what they think happens when they go to count. It is because we joke about everything. It's not that we're trying to be malicious.
No,
Black people joke about everything.
Yeah.
And that's like our coping mechanism for life. So we make fun of everything. So when we're saying like, oh, this does go see the lady, it's not to say like, yo, you're legitimately crazy and the lady is just something that fixes you. It's like, hey, you got some stuff you need to work on. You might need to go see.
Yeah.
You might need to go see.
You might want to go count. And the thing is, for me, talking to somebody that has a different perspective, unbiased approach to whom you are, because again, we know of each other, we know a lot about each other's lives, all that kind of thing. Unbiased approach and legit, as Troy mentioned earlier, they're giving you tools to be successful.
They're giving you tools.
They're giving you tools.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to, and truth be told, I'm gonna have to go to a counselor soon because I think, not even I think, I have ADHD.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know that.
I really believe I have ADHD.
You do too. No,
I really do believe
no
I
bull.
have ADHD now.
No bull.
Okay, so why do you,
I legit
why do you
believe
say
that.
I got ADHD?
Y'all can't pay attention to shit. Y'all be
No, see, and that see. Why does this turn me into Stevie Wonder? That's the thing. That's the thing. That's why when I started to realize I might have, and I did research. I'm not trying to self-diagnose myself, but I did have to do research and not just throw it on me.
Yeah.
Because I was feeling like I couldn't pay attention. Like I can't pay attention. But I realized that I can pay attention to stuff that I care about.
Mhm.
The stuff that I wasn't paying attention to,
Yeah.
I did not care about. I legit didn't care about it. So I wasn't paying attention to it because I really didn't want to do it at all. But that is a component of ADHD.
Correct.
So one side of it, yeah, you can't be Stevie Wonder not focusing. But the other aspect of ADHD is you can hyperfocus. So
Correct.
you can hyperfocus
And
on
fixate.
something that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I tend to hyperfocus.
But I think too, even with that, right? We talk about things without looking at it from a spectrum.
Mhm.
Because ADHD is a spectrum, OCD is a spectrum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All that stuff is a spectrum. But I think we all, like, legit, I was telling it, we all got something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I say that on wax all the, like, legit, we all have something. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, well, I don't like extra crispy chicken. I'm like, what you mean? Like, what makes it, what's the issue with it's too sharp, it's too crunchy. I don't like so I'm like because I always lead with, like, when I do icebreakers and stuff like that, I often ask people, like, how do you like your grits? Like, if you say you like cheese in your grits, you cool with me. If you say you like sugar in your grits, you crazy.
Right.
Or how you like your Starbucks or whatever. So that's how we were doing an icebreaker on, if you like fried chicken, you like original recipe, or you go with extra crispy. Well, I don't like crispy because those types of things. I'm like, yo, you might be on the
Textures, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You look at
yeah,
textures
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a full blown spectrum of people who don't like condiments. To me, that's wild.
That's mad wild.
But people don't, and that also textures and taste and all that kind of thing. So
I don't want no extra crispy chicken either.
I ain't gonna hold you when you mentioned it. I was like, I might need to go get some extra
I don't want
crispy
no extra
chicken
crispy
right
chicken.
after this, 'cause
I'll take crispy
you see
chicken,
what
but I don't want no
you see
extra
what I'm saying
crispy.
though?
Right,
How
right.
it all.
I don't want it to be extra crispy. I'll take crispy. That extra part. You talking about doing too much? That's doing too much.
But that's why I say, man, it's truly respect, and I firmly believe ADHD, OCD, all of that we all have.
Yeah, but it don't be.
So-
The reason why we can't perceive it as a spectrum is because it's not presented to us as a spectrum. No one presents ADHD as a spectrum. They present it just like you did. Unbalanced individual who can't control themselves, that's unruly and wild and da da
Right,
da.
but
and
some
needs,
of that
and needs
also-
and needs medication. That's how ADHD is presented to
right,
us.
but a lot of it is too. It's presented to us in a way. But if I know I have certain things that make me tick, I have to be self-aware of that to either avoid that or to find measures in which I
Yeah.
can handle that.
Yeah.
That is a me thing. So if you know that certain things don't spark your interest or keep you engaged, maybe I need to find pathways.
Well, I can't quit work.
Well, I understand that. I'm just saying though.
right.
I'm saying though, like, you know what I mean?
Well, I can't
Like,
quit
if you
work.
know the barista writing on your cup, have a fantastic day, it's gonna piss you off.
She didn't write have a
I'm
fantastic. If
just
she would have
saying.
wrote that,
Hit me out. I'm just saying, if I know that that's a tick, that's obviously was a tick.
That's a
as you
tick,
brought it
yeah.
up. While y'all complete my order, don't write nothing on my cup.
or do it fast.
One of the things that I've learned, I just realized last night was, bro, I set aside time to do homework. Like at 8:00, I was going to start doing homework. Bro, it took me 2.5 hours to get focused. And it was like 10:30, I locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what happened? And the only thing I can think of is my learned experience when I was in undergrad was I would never study. I played Halo, went to football practice, went to class, but never study until the night of the exam. And I would pull all-nighters. I don't have that. I don't have that capability to do that now because I used to be able to run off of no sleep. If I run off of no sleep right now, I'm probably gonna run off the road or something like that. You know what I mean? And so I need to go see somebody to unlearn that that habit that I've once had, because right now it's at a point where I'm wasting a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? And so my wife, she did she's a licensed counselor, and we kept joking about me being ADHD and stuff like that. And she was like, let me just go ahead and just run this quick diagnostic real quick, bro.
Check all the boxes. Check all the boxes.
And I think,
I'm trying to tell you.
listen, I think when you're younger, ADHD works for you because you're doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
But we're at a point in our age right now that doing a whole bunch of stuff doesn't serve us. You know what I mean? And so we have to lock in on the things that are beneficial to us, because otherwise we're being pulled in so many different directions. We can't give true dedication or true effort into the things that we need to show up in, and so where it was good for me at one time, it is not good for me anymore.
Right, and recognition of that too, because I've talked to people and they're like, I don't have this, I'm like, yo, do you see your pattern of behavior? That's absolutely OCD.
Yeah.
Well, why are you diagnosing me? You're not that kind of doctor. I didn't say I was a medical doctor,
Right.
but I do have eyes and I got common sense. If you ordering 32 of the same thing, that might be a little OCD.
I ADHD and OCD. I know I
That's
got.
what I'm
I know I
saying.
have
I know
this
you
much.
OCD.
Yeah, I'm OCD.
Yeah,
Legit.
I know you OCD.
So
I'm
like
OCD.
that might be. I'm not trying to.
I'm legit.
diagnose
It gotta be
you.
even. It's gotta match. Stuff gotta be equal. It gotta line up. Like legit. Like Lace was frying me up because of how I eat my French fries. That one time he was watching me eat my French fries.
How
He
was
was like,
crazy.
how was you eating your French fries?
I pour them all out, and then I section them by size. I put all the ones that are equal size with each other, and then I eat it.
Troy, I just,
And then when I
Hey yo,
hey,
I
separate. There's logic behind it, bro. There's logic behind it. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, bro. Listen, it's a reason. It's a reason, bro. See, it's a reason. You tell me about your French fries, now they like you belong in the asylum. You say you do something with your fries, they try to throw you in the asylum.
You low-key might need to get a straight jacket.
I am OCD with that particular thing because think about it. Sometimes you're trying to dip your fries into barbecue sauce or ketchup or whatever. If they're different sizes, the French fries are all over the place. So if you put them equally together, when you dip it, it's going to dip equally. So it's easier to eat.
I'm going to start calling you the accountant. I'm going to start calling you an accountant. Did you see the movie? I'm going to start calling you the accountant, bro.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
And this is why we don't have safe spaces.
It's good to be back, bro. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Said, what the hell is this doing? He over here, his hand like this, sliding the medium this way, sliding the large this way, sliding the
I gotta make sure they match.
And this how I knew he was on the spectrum, bro. The ketchup, he squeezed it in the middle.
Hell no. All right, y'all gonna think about it next time you go eat some fries, and your fries are all a different size, and you dip your fingers in the sauce trying to keep them even. Y'all gonna
my God.
You're gonna change it. That's what I used to do. And I ain't been eating candy as much recently, but when I used to eat my Skittles, I would save one of each color to eat for last, and then I would eat them according to their color groups. So I would put.
You've been on it for a long time.
The color group.
You've been on it for a long
so
time.
I'm telling you, it's a process.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
and everybody that I talk to that navigates the same things that you are right now, because I know some people who like. No, I know some people who like they can't. They have to eat everything separately. Like if I got chicken, corn, I gotta eat all my corn before I go to my chicken or whatever. Everybody says, just like you just stated, it's just my preference. That's not a preference.
No, I didn't say it was a preference. I said it was a process. When you
right,
trying
it's a process for you because you. But it's also a preference because you don't want to eat them otherwise. That's a preference.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes more sense. I mean, it just makes more sense for them to be equal. Like it just makes more sense.
Y'all done made me cry, boy.
I hate to see how you.
And this is an example of what a safe space does not look like. If you want to know what a safe space does not look like, as we talk about, this is what a safe space does not look like.
Oh my gosh.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, I gotta say this. Since we're talking about like diagnosis and stuff like that, I gotta tell y'all this story.
I hate Lay's, yo.
Hopefully this will take a
Lay's,
little steam off of you real quick. So I go to the doctor to get my yearly checkup.
Mm.
Okay. And part of the checkup is they have to run through this list of questions and stuff like that. You know, have you had this experience? Have you all this type of stuff? Yes, no, yes, oh, there. So one of the questions he asked, he said, "Do you have depression?" And I was like, I don't know. He was like, "Well, do you feel depressed?" I was like, "I don't think so." You don't have depression. I was like, hey, this need to be some more questions.
Some questions you're supposed to ask me.
Ask me in that situation.
There's some questions you're supposed to ask me to make sure.
Exactly.
And he didn't.
He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. He didn't ask me at all. So I also need to go check and see if I'm depressed.
You do or don't. They asked me 2 questions when I went to get my check. They asked me 2 questions. Before I even got to the 2 questions, she was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for real?
She was like, yeah, you got it.
You got it.
You got it.
You got it, bro. You got it.
She was like, yeah, you got it.
She was
like, yeah. I said, I ain't surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't surprised. She ain't make it through that whole list. I said, wait, before you ask me your next question, because she had already got through the first 2. I said, before you ask me your next question, is this going to determine if I get to leave here by myself?
What she
said? That's what she said. You got it.
Or if I
if
gotta,
you asking questions like that,
hey, I'm like, do I get to leave unassisted with after I answer this next question, or do I got to leave with somebody? Because that's going to determine how I answer this next set of questions. That she was just like,
She just,
you got it. Yeah, don't worry
check
about
all
it.
the boxes.
Yeah. They was
like,
so they
nah,
was like,
bro.
nah, they was like, doctor was talking to me, we got some facilities that I recommend for you, blah, blah, blah. I start going down. Then they start talking to me about possibly taking antidepressants. I said, don't worry about it. I went to the gym. I got me a gym membership. I started eating healthier. I've been praying.
that helps.
Yeah,
how's
how's that working out for
I'm
you?
like, bro, I ain't, what?
The gym and stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the gym been fine. I've been going just to break out of the cycle, like the
Yeah.
stuff that we talked
Mhm,
about, it just
mhm.
like being disconnected, being at home by myself, always being inside, not being around people, different things like that. So that's really outside of them, like, nigga, your blood pressure high, you're pre-diabetic, you're borderline overweight. They basically just went down a whole list of stuff, that was affecting me. And I was like, look, going to a counselor ain't gonna help me not be pre-diabetic. Going to a counselor not gonna help me, stop being overweight or different. So it was like other things that I knew, not that I was avoiding counseling, because I would definitely do it, but it was like some of the stuff that they were mentioning, I was like, this has got to be more physical, like more like my diet change, habit change, stuff like that. So doing those things
Has assisted.
has assisted with the other stuff. Trying them shrooms. Lace told me to get some shrooms. Trash.
They not shrooms, bro.
They are
They're
shrooms.
not shrooms.
They are shrooms.
It's a supplement.
They're
but,
much-
they're, but they're
supplement,
called
right.
shrooms, though.
It legitimately says 100% mushrooms.
Right, what I'm saying, that mushroom. ain't
I know it. I know what you mean. Shrooms is.
You got people
You done-
thinking I'm pushing dope out here, man. Like,
See, now you worried about his perception. Look, not shrooms, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Natural mushroom thing that Lace told me was gonna work. It didn't do nothing for me for real, or at least it didn't feel like.
Did you
it.
finish the pack though?
Yeah, I was taking them as accorded, and they said it would take a while. It said it
Yeah,
could
it
take a
takes
couple
time.
weeks for you
Yeah.
to start to feel it. It's been at least 4 weeks since I've been taking them, but I don't feel any like calmer after I, take. There's other stuff in them. There's like vitamins and different things.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
aspect, yeah. But as far as like the calming, no stress type thing, I didn't feel none of that. That they said, but the rest of the stuff has been all right. Walking, running, working out, different things. Trying to hang out more, be outside. That stuff's been helping.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Lace, you. I remember at one time you mentioned something about doing boxing. You still doing that?
oh yeah, man. Yeah, definitely still do boxing.
Man, why you don't do that, man? Let them talk, man.
I do. I go to my private trainer once a week, man. I've already done 2 sparring events, all of that, man. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Man, it don't matter. I don't care.
I-
I mean, y'all looking like
No.
you know what I'm saying?
I asked because
Yeah.
you had told me. I'm genuinely concerned. I'm just more so playing off of
Yeah,
male.
once a week. I go once a week, hour and a half session. Great workout. And it's just something fun to do.
Mhm.
Particularly the technical side and all of that. So
Can you do the speed bag?
yeah,
No, he can't.
I can.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course I can do speed back. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Show me. I want to see it.
All right.
Not
I'll
this
take
nigga
a
Bud- not
video
this
the next
nigga-
time.
One session a week, not as Bud Crawford.
I ain't say that. I did not
one
say
session
that.
a week. Now you doing this.
I didn't say that.
Oh, did
but-
y'all watch the fight? I know we kind of
I
far
fell
removed
asleep.
from it.
Yeah, I definitely fell asleep.
I fell asleep.
Yeah,
That fight
Katie.
didn't start till like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
I'm
too-
too
the
old for that. I
undercard
used to
was-
stay up. Yeah, bro. They got to cut down some of that undercard stuff, bro. That fight should not be started at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I gave up. I was like, I have to see the highlights. So I went back and rewatched it on Netflix after the fact, but I didn't see the fight because I fell asleep.
yeah. So. But no, that was funny.
All right, did we exhaust that? Are we moving on to?
Y'all
Do we
funny.
do we still have time to talk about relationships, or do we got to do that on the
I
next
think,
one?
yeah, I think we pretty much.
We got.
So we talked about male safe space this time. Maybe we just do another episode on relationship safe
Relationship
space.
safe space,
Relationship. So
yeah.
we'll do a part 2.
We do have about 10 more minutes. Can we do a what would you do?
Do we have a what would you do? You got another
Man, come on, man.
All right.
Come on, man. Sure.
safe space?
Safe space lace.
This cat.
Do we have a call to
legit-
action or something for the safe space? Because we kind of just left it. We didn't really close. I don't think we
Whatever
closed
that
it.
find that.
Close
Whatever
the
that looks like
conversation.
for
Find
you,
your
find
safe
that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, talking to your
Good point,
barber,
Mel.
going to the barbershop. I mean, a lot of times we have them, we just don't identify them as this is a safe space for me. Because I know growing up, the barbershop was always safe space. Aspects of church events or friend groups and that kind of thing, mentorship groups, all those kind of things promote safe spaces. So what that looks like for you?
And another call to action would be to not just make your safe space for public consumption.
Mhm.
Have safe spaces behind cameras, off cam, because in front of people is when you should not be just having your not the only place where you should be having your revelation. Have revelations off site. And so going back and forth with the individuals, having the conversation, falling back, thinking about it, going back to the conversation, because some of the best revelation that is had is just wrestling with the tough questions and not just leaving it in one place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I would say if you want to have a safe space, be a safe space. Become a safe space. A lot of what we talked about tonight, I know it's still, ladies talk about sometimes like, men gossip. People gossip in general. So at times I think it's hard for people to lean into a quote unquote safe space because they're like, they're going to talk about it with whoever they're going to talk about, they're going to share it. So I think in order to have a safe space, you need to first be one.
That's real.
For somebody else. Like
100%.
show yourself a safe space.
100%. So with time remaining, we're going to dive into this. What would you do with Dr. Life Coach Lace? So the question is, nah, it's not necessarily a relationship falling apart. Incident that went down. We at a function. We'll just call it a we know homecoming season coming up, so we at a day party.
Oh, okay.
Homecoming season coming up, we at a day party. You're with your significant other at said day party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know how we do when we go get a drink, right? If there's a line, we want to expedite that process, right? So, for example, this individual was like, okay, there's a line. I'm already cool with the bartender. So I'm not going to stand in this line. I'm just going to walk up, get in front of everybody, stand to the side, get in front of everybody. What you want? I'm just going to tell the bartender at once, and they'll order everything.
Okay.
Because to expedite the
So
process.
you pass everybody only to buy everybody.
Not to buy,
No.
just to order for them so you could get your stuff expedited because they were going to give you your stuff first because you got that, you locked in with the bartender.
In exchange for me cutting, I'm going to order what y'all want to help us pass
Exactly.
along. I got
Right.
you.
So the question after the function is, what you did was inappropriate. Why are you handing out drinks to females at this said event? Why are you trying to be the savior?
So
Let me add some more context.
Okay. Yes, please. More context.
Let me add some
I would
more
love
context. So with the additional context, individual wasn't just ordering drinks for everybody, although
Right.
that was the initial perception. It was no, I wanted my stuff faster, so I just did everybody a favor
Yeah.
and just ordered everybody's stuff all at once so I could get my stuff quicker and get back to the party.
right.
Well, I thought that was inappropriate for you to do, particularly the fact that you was handing drinks to females.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you do in that?
So to me, all right, immediately off top, it's an optic.
Mhm.
It's an optic thing. And not all optics are what they are. They have some explanation to it. And for this person in this situation, they had a reason of why they did the thing that they did.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think they was being a good citizen, to be quite honest with you, and reaping the benefit from it at the same time. As long as this person didn't have a after conversation or after interaction with the said people, I don't see nothing.
No, and I'm glad that you said that, Troy. That actually segues too. Well, why did you
I knew
give
there
why
was
did
more.
you why did you give Shorty in the black hat that looked terrible a drink? Well, he was handing a drink to because she was in line.
Right,
He
right,
cut
right,
in line. So it's just amazing how people think and process differently. He was like, I couldn't pick this person out of the lineup. I don't know these
Yeah.
people. So what would you do?
So
Yeah.
so the significant other was upset that she felt like he was handing drinks to attract.
He was
Really
pontificating with people
really
that he
women.
shouldn't be pontificating.
really women, but because she perceived them to be attractive as well, probably.
Who, the women?
Yeah.
Well, she said,
Oh, I don't know.
She
Yeah, I
said
don't
Shorty
know.
in the black was not looking.
Yeah,
good.
she
and so she asked, "Why didn't you get her one?"
Uh-huh.
No,
It sound like-
no. She said, "Why did you?"
Oh,
Why
I thought
did
she
you?
said, "Why
Yeah.
didn't you get her
No,
one?"
no,
But
no,
you
no.
got
Why
the other.
did you?
So I
Yeah.
thought she was creating like you
Mhm.
because they were attractive. You did it right. Okay,
Mhm.
so basically, she's just mad that he was doing anything in relation to women in general
Correct.
in her presence.
Correct.
I think this is a stupid argument. I probably would say, I probably would have said, I think this is a stupid argument. I probably would have said, I think this is a stupid argument.
Mhm.
And I probably would have, I don't want to say been dismissive, but I could see myself in that situation being
Right.
dismissive because
Mhm.
I think that it's a stupid conversation to be having right now. I wanted to get my stuff faster. I cut them to be able to look out for the fact that I cut them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just ordering their drinks because I know I'm
Sure.
gonna get it faster. So it's like
Sure.
quid pro quo. They letting me cut. I'm
Mhm.
looking out for them. I got my
I'm
drink.
not paying for nobody.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
even-
pay for
I don't even know
nobody.
how
I
that
got my
works,
drink.
though.
You got
What you
your
mean?
drink.
It's very simple.
It's easy. Like, hey, I know him. I could get our stuff
Yeah.
faster. If y'all let me
What
cut,
you
I'll
want?
order y'all, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they like, bet I'm going to get my stuff faster too if I go with you, so I'll
Right.
let you cut.
Well, if they were already in line,
Troy, I know you don't go out much, but if you at a bar and a bartender's working back and forth,
There
and all
is
over
no
the
line, really. It's like whoever walks to the front and catches their attention first
right.
is really
so
who's in
if
line.
I know that I'm locked in, but I do see a line per se, or a bunch of individuals waiting to be served, let's not call it a line.
Yeah.
Individuals waiting to be served. Oh, I'm not standing in this. What y'all want? And I just walk up and whatever.
Because then if I don't do that, I got to wait.
Right.
And then if I cut and don't say nothing,
then I'm
now
a
I'm
dick.
causing the situation. Right. So then I would have done the same thing. I would have been, I mean, that was a solid move. Like, hey, I'm going to cut. So
What
to make
y'all
up for it, I'm going
Right.
to look out.
yeah.
So then that's why I said I would think that this was a stupid conversation. Because I'm sure he got her drink too. She
Yeah,
was just mad
yeah.
that other women seem to be getting the
Benefited
same
from-
benefit that
Yeah.
that she, you know how women like, they don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
They don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like they equal with
Yeah.
everybody else. So that's really what it's
or
about.
that
Maybe.
or
know.
that they have to share something in
No,
common.
they're not
with somebody
sharing.
else.
She just didn't like, I'm up here, these hoes are down here. And
You shouldn't
because
be
you
doing
did
nothing for
something
these
right,
hoes.
exactly. I'm up here, these hoes is down here because you did something that put us comparable to each other in this instance. Now I don't feel the separation
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
that I
Yeah.
perceive myself to have with
Yeah.
you. So now it's like, why you doing something with women? Because if it was men, she wouldn't have said nothing at all.
If anything, I would hope that the person who saw me do this would be like, "Oh, he got pulled like that." You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the positive side
Yeah.
of it. That I can get the
She sees that, but she wants you to use it for her.
Her.
and I am technically using it for her because I'm cutting back on
Correct.
time.
But you using it for everybody else too. That's the point.
And honestly, she should also look at it as he's willing, in order to make things to expedite things for us, he has to go through these things. Okay, he actually is trying to benefit society at the same time.
Troy think that
So this is the other question that kind of
you think they have a good heart. That's
This is
crazy.
the other question that derived from that engagement. So I asked a follow up of him. You know, I was like, you ever seen, like, if you go out, and this is what we probably have to provide context. Like, you go out back in the day, right?
Yeah.
If you see a female sitting at the bar by herself,
Mhm.
do you think that draws less attention or more attention
To her, more attention
Yeah, probably more
because she's by
attention.
herself.
Because you ask, first of all, yeah. It'll draw
She'll get a
more
lot of
attention.
"Can I buy you drinks?" She'll get a lot
Yeah.
of those. She'll get a lot of "What do you?"
Right.
You know?
So I posed this question just out of curiosity. Well, no, that just makes it seem like I want to be by myself, that I don't want to be bothered. I was like, see, this is how men and women think
perceive
vastly
differently.
different. So I've related it back to the concept of passing out drinks compared to buying drinks.
Yeah.
Vastly different.
Yeah.
So that is, I just wanted to ask you all that follow-up question in regards to if you saw a female sitting by herself at the bar, does that draw
If
garner
I
more attention
saw,
from a man?
if most
than
men
otherwise?
saw a woman sitting at the bar by herself and they perceived her to be attractive, they would also perceive that she may be at the bar by herself because she's hoping to be approached
Maybe.
by someone else. So then I
Maybe.
walk up and I offer to buy her a drink to start a conversation. If we see a man sitting at a bar by himself,
He going through
he
some-
going through he's going through something.
He going through something.
He going through something because we don't go to the bar by ourselves.
Mhm.
Like that's not something that we really do by ourselves. Like some people may like, I'm comfortable to go to the bar by but usually you gonna hit your mans up and be like, yo, you trying to hit the bar,
Right,
You trying
yeah,
to-
yeah.
That's
Grab a
not
drink.
something. And if you go by yourself, you going through something. So if you see a dude sitting at a bar by himself versus a woman sitting at the bar by herself, and I think it's that way because most of the time we know that a lot of women go out with no expectation of buying their own drinks because they are expecting the men at the club to buy them drinks, and men are usually buying drinks as a gateway to conversation or relationship in those instances. So I think when we see them sitting by themselves, it's like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to holler. This is it's not like she don't want to be bothered.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, this my
I think-
this my
Yo,
chance.
it's funny you say that because I saw this one girl on social media. She said, "You think I go to the gym to work out and get these abs and to have this body, just for my health? No, I do this so I can go to the club and only bring in my phone and my ID,
And that's how they leave.
So everybody else can take care of me the whole night. That's the reason why I do these things. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's real.
And you asked what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell her to shut up, say thank you for your drink, and let's have a good time.
Mm.
There's nothing to talk about. You got your drink, I got my drink. You wouldn't say shut up, but it's a stupid argument. That's what I'm saying. It's a stupid argument. This is a stupid conversation that we having right now, because you're making the conversation about the women involved and the perceived separation that you believe that you have you feel like they're also benefiting from. But the whole point was you probably also had a situation. You wanted a drink too. You wanted a drink. I wanted a drink. Mm-hmm. We were in a situation where we could be waiting a long time for that drink, and I used my pull or leverage to create a situation where we receive what we needed faster. And you're taking the focus away from the fact that I took care of your need sooner than perceived, and you're focusing on this is a stupid conversation.
But it also goes back to, as you said, perception, how a need is met rather than
did I meet
the need being met.
Right. And that's why I said it's a stupid conversation.
I would have said having this conversation right now may feed into your insecurity.
That's worse.
So with that being said,
that's terrible.
That's worse. That's way worse. That is way worse.
Let us enjoy this time.
Don't do that.
Enjoy this time that we have right now.
That is way worse than what I said.
Enjoy this time right now, and we will have this conversation.
That is way worse. When a black woman is going through something and she talking to you about hoes in relation to how you act,
don't do that.
Because they hoes. Y'all don't want me to say hoes, but they are hoes. When you in a relationship or when you married, all women who are not married, they perceive as hoes. That's just wives and hoes. That's how they segment the women. So they all gonna be hoes to them when they talking. So for you to be talking to her when she's already dealing with a situation about how she's perceiving your interactions with hoes, to say you're feeding into insecurities right now, that is way worse than me saying this is a stupid conversation. We're not gonna talk about it. Say enjoy your drink. Let's have a good time.
Don't do that.
What would y'all do?
What would you
in
do?
This situation? Hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Manly D's podcast. It's your boy Troy, life coach Lace, Melly Mel. It's the Manly D's podcast. We out. Yo, it's your boy T. Roy, aka your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got some you could borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. And I'm serious. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. One of the things you can help us do right now is get the word out about the Manly Deeds podcast. Why do you tap in? Why are you listening? Because you enjoy the content. And you know what? Your friends are going to enjoy it too. So make sure you follow us. Make sure you're talking about us. Make sure you're liking our post and everything we do. We really appreciate your support in that matter. And I'm out.